It's a no-brainer for me, but
We do not torture.
Let me say that again to you. We don't torture people.
These are real. This isn't make-believe.
We do not torture.
We don't torture people.
we don't torture.
We do not torture. We do not torture.
Let me finish.
Mr. President, former Secretary of State Colin Powell says the world is beginning to doubt the moral basis of our fight against terrorism.
Admitted that there were these CIA secret facilities.
So what? Why is that not within the law?
The head of Amnesty International says secret sites are against international law.
Well, we disagree with it. And plus, let me finish. And plus,
We do not torture.
If a former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and former Secretary of State feels this way, don't you think that Americans and the rest of the world are beginning to wonder whether you're following a flawed strategy?
I'm not having a semantic debate with you. I'm telling you what I believe.
Anybody ever die in the interrogation program?
No.
You're sure of that?
Yeah.
We are not torturing. We do not torture.
so what? Why is that not within the law?
The word secret is getting a little bit too much. It takes on the air of mystery, but we do not torture.
It's a no-brainer for me.
This government does not torture people.
So what are we learning about these secret memos, Kelly?
Well, Wolf, we've learned that the administration secretly okayed much harsher tactics than it was owning up to.
The torture debate once again busted wide open.
The policy of the United States is not to torture. We are not torturing.
Let me finish.
But one of the reasons they are secret is because they need to be.
Anybody ever die in the interrogation program?
No.
You're sure of that?
Yeah. I'm telling you what I believe.
I'm not saying that reasonable people couldn't look at something and disagree. We do not torture.
This government
Okay. Come on, George.
does not torture people.
Okay. Come on, George.
We don't torture people.
Khalid Sheikh Mohammed,
We don't torture.
waterboarding.
We do not. I don't talk about
torture.
techniques, and we don't torture people. No, listen to me.
I simply can't accept that. It's unacceptable to think.
There is no controversy outside of a couple of offices in the Justice Department and the Vice President's office that these techniques are torture.
It's also called this a defining moment in our history. Is it that? If the president gets his way, have we just become what the terrorists want us to become?
Well, I'm afraid it would be.
It's a no-brainer for me, but
We do not torture.
So what? Why is that not within the law? That there's any kind of comparison between the behavior of the United States of America and the action of Islamic extremists.
The word secret is getting a little bit too much. Well, what would make it better? You want to know the techniques that we use so we can tell exactly apply to what we're going to do? That's absurd. We do not torture. We are not torturing.
Let me say that again to you. We don't torture people.
it's a no-brainer for me, but
This government does not torture people. So what? Why is that not within the law?
Get farther away from 9/11, that people will start forgetting the threats that we're under.
it's a no-brainer for me.
These are real. This isn't make-believe.
So they're saying.
Nobody cares more about the deaths than I do. I care about it a lot. Let me
to
finish.
Iraq,
Let me finish, please. Please. My job is to do my job. May I finish?